Wars have been started, marriages ended, lives have been lost, and fights have begun all over this seemingly small little thing that every one of us has, and we don't even realize it, or at least a lot don't realize it. But it's our words. Words have started wars. Words have ended marriages. Lives have been lost over words. You know, we possess the power of life and death just by what is on our face, what we can speak. A lot of people don't realize it. You know, think about Hitler. You know, he murdered 7 million people, right? 7 million, that's a lot of people. And he didn't do that because he was, you know, some impressive physical specimen. He didn't have the impressive physical stature. I think I read somewhere he was like 5'6" or 5'7" or something like that. He's very small, right? And nothing to short people, okay? I used to be short. But he was very small. And he didn't achieve all that he was able to achieve because he was some scary physical guy. He was able to do that because of his words, what he said, and how he said it, right? And I believe that's why Scripture says, man, you know, we have the power of life and death in our tongues. The things we say can cause a very big impact. The power of life and death. And, you know, I believe that's why it's important that we analyze what we're allowing ourselves to be around, what we're allowing ourselves to listen to. There's a Bible verse in the book of Philippians. It's Philippians chapter 4, verse 8. It says, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are lovely, or holy, or pure, if there be any praise, if there be any virtue, think on these things. All right, so in other words, what it's saying is, if you ever have any question about what you should be doing, right, what you're listening to, pass it through this gospel filter, I guess you could say. Is it lovely? Is it holy? Is it pure? Good report, right? It doesn't pass this test, and it might just be bad for us, right? Because the thing about it is our minds are very susceptible to influence, right? Very easily influenced. A lot of people are impressionable. From the moment you're born, even today, your minds are very fragile and impressionable. And that's why Scripture also places a deep importance on your mind, right? And how you should keep it clean, be sober, be vigilant. My daughter, you know, she's 4 years old. When I say she acts just like me, she acts just like me. She's my spitting image. And that's proof. And you never stop doing that. And whether we realize it or not, we never stop doing that. And that's why it's important that we think about what we say to people, right? Think about what we're allowing in our lives, because ultimately that's going to influence what we say. You ever heard the saying, you are who you surround yourself with? Or you show me your friends and I'll show you your future? It's a true saying. And ultimately, the most powerful thing that we could ever have is not some gun, right? I'm a big firearm guy. I love my weapons, you know, I love my firearms. But the biggest thing that you have in your arsenal is not a weapon or anything like that. It's your words. Like I said, marriages have ended. Wars have been started over words. And it all comes down to ego, right? All comes down to ego. And the moment we, you know, take a look at our other cities like Chicago. You know, they are the creators of, I guess it's called drill music or something like that. It's a style of music, and it's very filthy, and I call it murder music, right? It's just talking about killing people and stuff like that. And Chicago statistically has more deaths than Iraq. And so this is a big indicator that what these people are listening to influences who they are, because our mind is, you know, the very avenue in which God communicates with us, and if that's full filthiness and dirtiness, and how can it display forth things that are of light, right? And I guarantee you, during these altercations or these gun violence that people experience in Chicago, a lot of it starts with words, right? And think about it. Music is a powerful platform people use to speak a lot of powerful things. So think about that, right? Think about how we say things, what we say. It's easy to be loud. It's easy to be appear like you are the strongest man in the room. But when you sit back and really analyze things and really take a step back and just think, what can I say in this situation? It's best to be quiet in most scenarios, and I'm learning that. I'm learning that myself. But think about what you say. You have the power of life and death in your tongue. That's exactly what Scripture says. We should speak edifying words in case people around us may hear. Edifying words. So if you can't change the way you speak, it is absolutely because of what you're doing, what you're surrounding yourself with, and what you're listening to. You have the power of life and death in your tongue. And it's important that we understand the responsibility of that. God bless, and I'll see you guys next time, man.